control and you don't quit. Y'all feeling all right? Kind of wet? This one goes out to everybody who makes it through the 3 days. Because by the end, you're going to feel like having a heart attack.
I'm hosting just a little bit of a soiree on the lower deck here with the Beastie Boys, and we are liking it. We're just all sitting in a line on something that isn't normally used as a studio. Have you ever been on a London double-decker bus?
Yes.
Kind of weird.
I used to rock. I used to rock the outfits like the guy in the back.
The conductor.
I used to rock that outfit so I could get on the bus for free. Sneaky style. It's a number 4.
It is a number 4, but it is kind of like a number 4 bus in a certain sort of way. Have you ever been on the kind of buses where this isn't one of them, but the kind where you almost fall off the back in order to get off? They have no door.
Yeah.
And you take your life in your hands.
Been on those. Yep. Got one of those. I put a special modified engine in the front. Does 0 to 60 in only 6.7 seconds.
And hold on to the pole, right?
You have to hold on to the pole, but sometimes that pole is slick.
I used to put Vaseline on the pole so people could slip.
Yep.
You are some kind of mischief maker. I can tell you what. Now, I was watching your show a little while ago, and it was raining, but people were still staying with you guys because you were rocking that field. It wasn't a house, it was a field. Is this the first time you've ever played in a field?
No, we done
I used to play shortstop. You used to play shortstop in the field.
Shortstop and first base.
We used to play a couple of bonds back in the day. Remember the bonds?
We'll rock the pool, rock the pond.
We rock the pond and the ocean.
Yeah.
But is this the first time you've been to Glastonbury? This is what I'm driving at.
Yes. First time the band has ever been here.
Impressions?
Glastonbury.
It's hard to please.
We should probably warn most of the folks here to stay away from the brown acid.
Right.
There's a bad
And also the brown cider.
And do you have any sort of tips if somebody gets in a bad way with some of the comestibles?
Just stay cool.
Yeah.
The rain is a good thing. The rain is your friend.
The rain is beautiful.
Everything green. It was a nice break in our set. Like when it started raining, it started
I'm afraid that the rain flattened my hair at that stage. I was sporting a very nice bouffant, and it just collapsed.
I'm having a bad hair day myself.
Yeah, my bouffant just fell right off.
Well, what's a good hair day for you?
Well, actually, my hair is freshly shorn right now.
Well, that's beautiful. That's wonderful.
I usually have the lovely ginger hair, but today
you're featuring a different look. And have you seen anybody that you like, that impresses you, that inspires you on any of the other stages?
I saw a guy with a Jesus t-shirt lying down, passed out with Mickey Mouse ears and a big nose like this with makeup on
the
his
court
face.
jester
With a sword.
Yeah, with a sword. Seen him.
Yeah.
He inspired me.
And have you seen there's a lot of Jesus lookalikes happening, lots of loincloth action.
I was just thinking, I was walking through all these people, going to one stage and walking back. I was thinking, all these people are going here, going there, and I realized I thought Jesus himself could walk right through everybody, and no one would really actually.
You seen the guy? You
phased at all.
seen the guy on the American soccer team? That's a crusty. We got a crusty on our team.
Crusty.
Oh yeah, that
white guy with the goatee and shit.
Oh yeah, I did see that. He was like hornblowing a little bit.
Yeah, in a way.
Yeah.
In a way.
This place is chock full of crusties. And are you planning to attend any of these little symposiums? They have things where you get in touch with your inner self and you learn how to make. Well, you learn how to make prehistoric shoes. Apparently, they found.
We don't need to do that.
Oh, why? Because you're wearing them.
No, because our friend Keyboard Money Mark can make shoes out of cardboard.
You can make them out of wood.
Yeah.
But why would you want to make shoes out of wood?
Well, it's a Dutch tradition. It's an old Dutch crusty tradition, and I think that people are giving the crusties too hard a time because we're all crusties in our own special way.
Yeah.
The other thing that's special about Mark is he also has this technique where he can go to Montgomery Ward or I don't want Doris, a place where you can buy a very cheap pair of shoes and or even a thrift store, and he converts them into open air sandals for the hot weather. Cuts open the front, does a few modifications.
Sounds very innovative. So is this something that you could advise maybe for a festival look?
Yeah. If it's a little warm, your toes are feeling boxed in, feet are sweating, just cut those puppies open.
And
bring a lot of clothes and a pair of scissors and you'll be straight.
I've noticed that you're sporting some duds here. This is your company, is it not? X-Large?
A partner in the company.
And do you go home after events like these and start beavering away with new ideas for designs? You get it at your drawing board?
Yeah, we got our crusty line coming out.
Crusty line coming out.
Soon. Got mudwear. That's going to be big.
Have a nice day,
And what about the fact
you gotta figure out of how many people are here?
I'm going to ask you a very serious musical question.
One question. How many people are here? Real quick.
42nd Street.
I don't know. You've gone back to your hardcore sort of beginnings. I've noticed you spring quite significantly from one kind of hip-hop mode to this hardcore punk rock thing, and you're just kind of boing around in people's heads. Do you think it's too much for people to take in?
Hard to please.
We boing around.
You like
Nothing
to
wrong
boing?
with boinging.
No.
Good gig here of boinging.
Well, I just don't know what to say about that. I mean, because the thing is that you were just out there. You were doing. The crowd didn't know whether to stand up or sit down, come or go. You're not worried about sort of tailoring your stuff to the audience.
Seemed like they was having a good time to me.
Yeah, I think it actually worked out. Like, you know,
We're
get
smoothed
hype,
out on the R&B tip.
smooth it out when we had to.
And
Got
do you
into
have
the mellow stuff when, you know, after the rain
And so,
started.
so what's left for you at Glastonbury? Are you going to stay here for the rest of the time? What are you going to do? What are you going to see?
Well, I popped me tent.
We got
Four
a gig-
boys in a tent?
We got a
Pop
gig
a
in
tent.
Spain tomorrow night.
All right, so you're not going to be hanging around.
We'd love to.
Well,
I mean, we did all have our tents and we were ready, but this thing popped up in Spain and we're
We're gonna
out
pop
ski.
our tents down there.
well, these Beastie Boys are going to be popping off pretty soon with their tents in Spain. Thanks very much for coming on my lower deck.
Thank you for having us.